everybody, this is A7X Fan Ben here with Xerix, and we are about to start a grand adventure called the Caribbean Game. So basically this is like the replacement for the World Game, which you might know about from 2016. We basically planned a game and made an epic, crazy rule set with a ton of house rules and whatnot, and additions to the regular Pirate CSG game. But once we made the map, we encountered a bunch of technical issues, so that game is on like permanent hiatus, so it's on hold for a while. But then we started planning the Caribbean Game. We wanted to finish T2 first, tournament number 2, and tonight we're finally going to start the Caribbean Game. So we've made the map, we've got all the islands out there. There's like 75 islands and like 13 territories, and we're each controlling 2 fleets, and we're going to get started here. So I kind of zoomed out in the recording for now, and I'm trying to live stream this and record it, so the live stream might implode at some point due to difficulties or whatever, but hopefully it'll be okay.
Yep, hopefully it will be, and hopefully my internet does not die on me or at any point in the game.
Yeah.
I'm setting up a few last minute things.
Yeah, and we got the cars to keep us company, so it's good.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, close that down. Alright, awesome. Okay then.
And yeah, throughout the session here, I'll try to give the viewers kind of an idea about the rule set. I just posted the new thread today. It's very similar to the World Game rule set. There are some changes. Some of them are just because we had to change things. It's the Caribbean map, not the whole world. So it's just the Caribbean region. And there's a lot of other things we changed, but it's not completely different. So. And we're each controlling 2 factions, so in the order of play, Xerix rolled to go first. He's controlling the English, who are going to take the first turn, and then the Spanish, and then I'm controlling the Dutch and the French. So that's how we're starting things off. So all 4 factions are starting in the far east. So you can see the English over here, and then they're pretty much they're pretty much equally distant from each other. So we didn't want to have them all start in the same spot. So then you can see the Dutch scrolling down and whatnot, and they're basically ordered by their general latitudes in Europe. So the English, then the Dutch, which could be flip-flop, but whatever, and then the French, and then the Spanish in the south. So they've sailed over from Europe, and they're entering the Caribbean for the first time. We're kind of pretending it's like around 1500 historically, and the Caribbean has just been discovered. So the 4 big imperial powers of Europe are rushing to colonize it and dominate. So it's
this is what we're doing.
Oh yeah.
Time to colonize and exploit the native populace. Let's get started. Alright then, so let's see. Let me do a double check on the crews I got here. Sure, I got things. Okie day, are we ready to officially begin this grand adventure?
Yes, absolutely.
Alright. First move action of potentially an infinite more number to come.
Yep, turn 1 of infinity.
Yes, because I have a helmsman. Ooh, so fast. And this one goes down. Yes. Okay. We've got a long way to sail.
Oh yeah.
We as the players, we can see the entire map, but we're kind of playing dumb with like the people who are actually on the ship.
Yep.
They've got like a limited line of sight, so they know there's stuff in the general western direction, but they don't know exactly what's out there.
Yep.
So they have to sail and find islands and all kinds of fun stuff.
Yep.
Alright, so both of my factions, yes?
Yep. Yeah, Spanish are second. So.
Alrighty. Okay then, so the English just went, now the Spanish. Alright.
Yeah. For the people who haven't read the thread yet, this is the biggest ocean used yet in a vassal game that we know about. It's not nearly as big as the World Ocean, which was insane, but this one is like 20 ocean tiles wide by 10 high, so it's a pretty giant ocean either way. So.
Yep. Alright, my 2 factions are done. So
nice.
Yay, my first turn is finished.
Yay.
Huzzah!
All right. So I have Abel Tasman. He was actually a real explorer for the Dutch. So he has same action twice built in, so I'm gonna roll for that. And I got a 1 as usual. So that's pretty predictable. Yeah, and then he has helmsman built in. So the Prins Willem is a historical ship. So that's a custom I made. I basically designed like a huge Dutch faction. For anybody that doesn't know, it was for the world game, but then of course once that kind of failed, at least temporarily, I had to pivot. But the Dutch and the Caribbean makes a lot of sense too. So of course, so all right. So now the French, they're commanded right now by Robert de La Salle, who of course is another famous explorer. So he's on his ship La Belle, which I was reading about on Wikipedia recently. The wreck was found. It's pretty interesting to read about, actually. So, and then the Tehran, however you pronounce it, that one is another historical custom. So the only non-historical custom game piece I'm using in my starting fleets is this one here, the Jeux, and that completes my first turn of the game. Huzzah!
Alright, cool. I'm taking a few pictures.
Nice.
And I'll begin my next turn. Okay. Zoom out a wee bit because I was way zoomed in. And we're basically sailing in a straight line. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much for now. Yeah.
Okay. Whoop. Didn't mean to do that. I wanted to rotate on the baffle. The Cumberland is very quickly being left behind. The Hound is faster, considerably.
Oh yeah. I know.
Oh well. The poor dudes, they'll catch up eventually.
Yep.
The Spanish are reasonably well paced. Alright, yay. Move them both. Yours up.
Alright.
Let's see if the same action twice guy comes through.
Yep. Alright, Abel Tasman, another one.
Well, not that time.
Yeah. Alright, so there go the Dutch. Robert de La Salle. Here he comes. Tehran. And the Jukes has no cargo, so she gets the +S bonus.
Ooh, speedy ship.
Yeah, kind of. Decent. Alright, I'm done.
Lucky day. Alright. Back to the English. These first turns are probably going to pass reasonably quickly.
Yeah.
Since we're doing nothing but moving more or less in a straight line.
Oh yeah. I gotta try to keep track of the turn counter. I forgot about that. I gotta start doing that.
Alright, so...
This is 3.
Yeah, start of 3.
Yep.
Alright, so the English just went... Spanish. Let's move the big ship first. This time around. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Alright. I'm all finished.
Cool. Alright. Alright, SAT, Abel Tasman. Oh,
Yay!
we got it. Yay!
He's
Right,
a different die.
I'm just gonna keep going
Have
west.
you been using the white die the whole time?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go west. All
So
right.
go into the west, but not diminish.
All right. So turn 4, you're up.
Alright.
Yeah. So for anybody listening, the rule set is it's pretty complicated and dense, but basically none of the factions have home islands to start. Obviously, basically the first island they explore will become their home island, and then they have to get resources and convert them to gold using the economy addition rules, and then they can build structures and expand their operation from there. They can launch ships and crew, obviously. So.
Weird. Alrighty, there they go. They moved.
Yeah.
Back to yours.
Nice. All right, SAT again. Oh, another 6.
Ooh,
Yes.
bing. Nicely done.
Nice. Starting to get a lead now. Alright, so there's that. I might, just for fun, I might try to leave the zoom and then not scroll to the left, at least not yet, and then just see have things expanded as I move past the edge of the zoom.
Yeah. I'm doing something kind of similar.
Yeah, at least for now, until I leave the borders on the right behind. So I'm at 35.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm at 35% zoom. I'm done.
oh yeah, I'm at 35 too.
Nice.
But I'm moving around a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because have to be moving.
Mhm.
Or something like that. Anyways. Where did my ship? There they are. Let's see. So the Cumberland's crew are getting worried that the Hound is getting progressively further and further away. Or at least it appears that way.
Yeah.
Barely within eyesight. Oh, there they are. Some Spaniards.
I love how the huge scale is going to make everything like different. It's going to be crazy. I think it's going to be a lot more realistic though, how long it takes to get to places. Because all the other Vassal campaign games we've done so far, CG1, 2, and 3, they're all like kind of like artificial setups in a way because it's trying to be as fair as possible, but this is a lot more realistic. So we're actually gonna have to like go on like sailing adventures and like really have a ship be gone for a long period of time instead of just making little tiny trips to and from the home island. So that'll be cool.
Yeah, you're up.
Yep. Okay, so
Which means
SAT.
ships that have
Oh,
extreme base moves.
yeah.
Oh, dang!
Here we
3 in a
go.
row?
Yep.
Nice!
2.
And there you go.
Yep.
I just watched it disappear off the left side of my screen.
Yeah, I know. That's what mine
Oh, there it
moved.
is again.
Yeah, mine moved, so now I'm with the French again, but at a bit different point, of course. So, all right.
The French? Oh yeah, they're lagging behind a wee bit.
Yeah.
I almost put like a same action twice screw in the starting fleet for one of these guys.
Yeah.
But I figured I would save them for like a gunship or like something extremely quick.
Yeah, yeah.
So for the Spanish, that would down the line, that would be like the San Cristobal with helmsmen and other things.
Yeah, yeah. I just wanted I like the thought of historical customs in like a more historical game, so Abel Tasman was like the perfect choice. I almost went with oh gosh, I forget who, but there's another Dutch explorer I almost went with. I'll try to find him.
The Cumberland and the Hound is trucking on. I guess possess. And oh, they are nearly past open again.
This is turn 6, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not keeping exact careful track since we haven't found islands yet.
Yeah. I think it's probably 7 though. I'm gonna say 7 for now.
Yeah.
I always go back and check again, so that would be annoying. Alright, I gotta find my ship again. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, Abel Tasman. Alright, no SAT. Alright, and then the French here. Yeah, the French have 3 ships all moving at a different speed, so they're kind of paced out a bit.
Strung out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways. There you are.
Oh, this is hilarious. I just zoomed out just for the heck of it, just to see where I am with the Prince Willem, the Dutch. And like, I'm not even close to anything. Like, it looks like the French are almost right next to the edge where they started. Like, it looks like they've gone, like, almost nowhere.
Yeah. Lots of sailing over flat horizon.
It's like real life.
Yep, hopefully none of our crews decide to mutiny. All finished? English and Spanish?
Sure.
Back to the Dutch.
Alright, SAT. Nice.
There he is.
Yeah, I'll try to go over some of the rule set while we're snailing along here. Yeah, alright, I'm done. one of the main house rules is that it takes 2 hits to eliminate a mast. They don't have to come from the same shoot action, but that's a house rule we've both used quite a bunch in our campaign games, especially COEC from Xerix and Command the Oceans and Century of the Empires for myself. So, and there's a lot. Yeah, I got the thread up so I can go over some of the stuff with these. Although I want to get a link up on NC too, say that we're streaming and whatnot.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah, I
we
put it
could
on
like
Facebook.
random dropping guests or something on the module.
Yeah. I put it on Facebook already, so it's good. But
Oh, cool.
yeah.
There's a lot of people on that group.
Yeah. I know. I
Maybe
think
they'll
we
drop in
broke.
and say hi.
I think we broke 100 like this past week, maybe. With the
Oh, we
Facebook.
did?
I think so. Or 90. I don't know. Well, it was at 99, but it might have been more now. I can't remember.
Yeah.
We're about.
All right, so I
anyway.
finished up my 2 guys, my 2 factions.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, doing all sorts of multitasking. So.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna go back to 35% and get back to the Prince Willem here. I just like the thought of like just selling until you hit something. Okay, so SAT. Nope. Yeah, I've already done pretty well with the Russian plates here. Oh, yeah, that's an interesting house. We'll have to change that, I guess.
Yeah, maybe
no.
once we like actually find an island, 20 turns from then.
Yeah, that makes sense. Once the
20 turns from
rolls kick in. Yeah.
Yeah, like from 20 turns from when someone, or like maybe 20 turns from when everyone has found a resource.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we have, in addition to the Economy Edition rules, for anybody listening, we basically have specific resource abilities, so if you have like 20 or more of the resources at a home territory or port, they can give you like special bonuses, so. And also, we're not sure of it yet. My turn is over, by the way. So we are hoping to develop alternative economy rules. So the Economy Edition rules, Cannon Fury are great, and we've enjoyed them a lot, but we have used them a ton already in various other campaign games, and we're interested in a more realistic economy situation where there would be a real economy where goods are traded and things like that. I'll do the SAT roll if I can find my ship here.
Yeah. Where'd that ship go?
Yeah, she's getting ahead then. All right, there we go. SAT. Yeah, so basically we want to do rules that more realistically look like a real economy and whatnot. Or not even necessarily rules, but so we're not sure about that yet though. So, but of course this game, like the thread said, there's no victory conditions because the game is not expected to end ever. So,
yep.
All right, I'm done.
We'll be playing this until we're old and in diapers again.
Yep.
Assuming we don't die beforehand.
Yeah. The one thing that can end it is, well, technical difficulties, but also if the Caribbean game ever does get off the ground, then that would pretty much replace this. So, yeah, the world game, yeah. The world game, of course. Yeah. So we're kind of hoping that happens eventually. Yeah. SAT.
Right, one or both of us gets severe tech upgrades.
Yeah.
Alright, so both mine are done.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I know. I was just looking for I couldn't find the Prince Willem again. Alright, SAT. I'll have to zoom out and sing. Alright, and then the French. Yeah, it's pretty difficult to keep track of all the turns here. But, oh, we could look at I'll probably look at the Vassal chat log a while from now, once we're done with the session or whatever. Alright, I'm done.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, your French are getting real strung out.
Yeah, that's alright.
Same thing's happening to the English up here.
Yeah.
Cumberland is barely able to keep up.
Yeah.
Or barely within sight distance.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing both ships have explorers. Mm-hmm. They might lose one another. It's like, where did they go? I don't know. Where'd they go? Direct opposite of the Spanish, which are keeping exact pace with each other. like they're shouting at each other. Why can't you go faster? Why can't you go faster? Right, all done with them.
Cool. I'll be right there. And then some of the other house rules we have, we ruled that ships can be shot at while docked at their home islands, our SAT rule. Oh, I got it. Nice.
Ooh, nice.
3, 4. So we're hoping to do Skype a lot for this game so we can have a lot of banter and back and forth. And it's the type of game where there's going to be eventually a lot of faction interaction, so we'll have to do negotiations and politics. All right, I'm done. And like,
yeah, so maybe some of us will do voice acting.
Yeah, we could, I guess.
We'll put on voices. It's like, you dare insult me?
Yeah, I'm not so much good at that, but oh well.
I'm moderately decent. So there goes the English. What the heck? Come on, don't lag on me. There we go, and Spanish are done. Back round to the Dutch.
Yep. Okay, so SAT.
Nope, not that time.
Man, I feel like I gotta be getting close. Every turn I'm like, oh no. Alright, here come the French. Green. Yeah, so the rules we have, the first island, okay, I'm done. First island, a faction explores becomes their home island, so if you don't think you like a location, you can kind of keep moving, I guess. You could keep going, keep sailing.
Yep, and then you could make it official somewhere else.
Yep.
So the Cumberland is moving L plus S every turn because of that helmsman, whereas the Hound is moving S plus L plus S. So slowly, ever so slowly, the Hound is getting further and further away.
Yeah.
Poor guys on the Cumberland, they're on a very small ship. And I know we don't actually have them for the game, but like legends about sea monsters and stuff, it's like, what's hiding below the surface?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those like kind of illustrations? You got like the teeny tiny boat, and then like just under the surface there's like a gigantic thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like something like that. It's like, they get nervous.
Yeah.
Or imagine they get nervous out on the open ocean. No land in sight. Only the stars to guide them. All right. All done.
Yeah, I had to get up for a second. Okay, so SAT. Nope.
No, not quite. Almost. Not quite.
And the French. Robert de la Salle and Labelle. Yeah, the French are getting really strung out here. Alright.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm done.
The Spanish are slowly, or they're angled right at each other, so I'm going to have to do some course corrections right now.
Yeah.
Once the English are done. Alright, so there goes the Cumberland. Here goes the Hound. Just course, just a wee bit. Take advantage of that schooner ability. Stern.
Okay.
Wait, why did it?
Sorry.
Oh shoot, hang on.
Yeah, that's fine.
The Monarcha and the Hound at the same time. Oops.
Yeah, that's what it shows in the chat, but mine was behind at the start for some reason, or at least one of the turns. But
alright, time to undo.
Yep, lots of undoing.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Those look like they're in the right place. Right. Back down. Okay. Take advantage of schooner, rotate on the stern just a teeny bit. And Morningstar stays the course. There we go. They're not uncomfortably close to each other.
Yeah.
Alright, all done.
Cool. Alright, Abel Tasman, SAT, foreign leader. Nope. This is a lot. This is like even more than I thought. Like I knew it would take a while, but this is crazy. It's amazing.
I'm moving around a little bit, so
Yeah.
I shall not spoil things for you.
Yeah. Well, I was at 25%. So I will say, the French could almost see Barbados recently, but I've zoomed back in and I've lost it for now. So. Oh, I'm done. Sorry.
It's alright.
Yeah, the turns go by so quick too.
Well, they're going by quick now.
Yeah. Oh, I know. It's gonna be insane.
Once things get mammoth, like,
oh my god.
like when each fleet is the size of the Americans from CG3.
Yeah, if that works out. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Can the English almost see something? Ooh, almost.
Nice.
Not quite, though.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, Spanish are coming up on Barbados. I see it when I'm doing page down to show the different fleets. Alright.
But that's still out of their line of sight, by my reckoning, for them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They can't exactly see it.
Yeah.
So as near as they can tell, there's just an ocean that goes on forever.
Yeah.
Alright, done with them?
Yep. Okay. SAT. Ooh, I got it.
There's Willem. Sailing across the sea.
Still nothing. Okay. French are eventually going to be so spread out that I won't be able to. I'll have to zoom out to 25% to see all three ships pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I'm done.
I was worried about them when I saw the starting fleet. I was actually worried about the Jew, or Jia, whatever it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see a helmsman, I didn't bother to read the ability.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, so that's why it's there. It's the plus S thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I like those ships. They're good, cheap, empty gold runners, usually. A couple of them aren't too good, but the Juice is a decent one.
Right. I think the people on the Hound are beginning to think that there's a thing over there off their portside bow, I think is what it is. So they might begin adjusting course to reflect that.
Yeah, and we don't have to play super dumb. Like, yeah, they could definitely see
Yeah.
Barbuda there. I'm looking at it, yeah. Nice. Land ho!
Spanish are tricking on. Keeping going in a straight-ish line.
Yeah.
Alright, done with them. On to you.
Yep.
On to the Dutch.
Yeah, if I can find them again.
When I found the lead ship for the French, I think that's the...
Oh, here we go. I got him. Alright, SAT. Nope. Yeah, Dutch are going in between some islands. They're going to keep going, I guess. I mean, they don't really know better, I guess. Whatever. The French, as far as I can tell so far, I think the French have come closer to sighting something than the Dutch, actually, even though the Dutch are the farthest west. So we'll see what happens. Alright, I'm done.
Alright.
This is such a unique start, too.
Yeah.
It's already, it's already...
Like, what, nearly 10 turns in?
Yeah. Probably more. It's probably been a dozen, maybe.
Yeah.
It's already, so different than any other CG either of us have played, so...
Right, the Hound is adjusting course and beginning to sail southwards a wee bit.
Nice.
They can definitely see land now.
Nice. Barbuda is sighted.
Meanwhile, the Cumberland way back there has lost sight of everything. He's like, where'd the Hound go? He disappeared.
Nice.
Like, where'd those dudes go? Did they die? Maybe a sea monster got them. Let's keep sailing.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. The ban list for this game is too big to list for people watching, but no events, no whirlpools, no navigators or trade currents, no cargo masters, no sea creatures, and then there's some UTs that aren't going to work out, and it's basically supposed to be more realistic than your average game of Pirates. I'll try to start going here.
Yeah, I'll finish.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we've modified some of the more fantastical abilities as well.
yeah, exactly.
Case in point, the Hound has that nice ability where it can look at any cargo on any ship once per turn.
Yeah.
For this game, since seeing something over that great a distance, ooh, nice roll.
Hmm.
Seeing something over that great a distance will be difficult.
Mhm.
We've modified it to how do we? Yeah,
Tinket.
I'm thinking.
I think it's
Yeah,
treasure.
the treasure ability, like
Yeah,
Rolando,
yeah.
Frozen North.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This ship is touching another ship. Reveal all treasure aboard the other ship. This ship can take as much treasure as the other. Can take as
Yep.
much unique treasure as the other ship.
Yeah.
Up to her available cargo space. Yada yada. So forth. So
Yeah.
forth.
Yeah, I'm done now. And yeah, that reminds me, in general, there's no teleportation, so like island treasure trading got changed to ship treasure trading with an S. There's no like Captain Jack Sparrow, that's for sure.
Excuse
And
me.
just anything that's like that would like teleport something is illegal, so you have to it has to be realistic, so abilities can't bypass like, you know, can't just apparate or like teleport. So
If I
uh,
wish. All
yeah,
right, we're about to have, I think, maybe our first landfall here.
nice.
Right, assuming the Hound gets over the reef safely.
Yeah, if you want to
All
explore
right.
it, make it your island if you want.
All right, we're docked at the island, but first, reef roll. Let's see what happened to us.
Yeah, hopefully
And
it's not a 1.
oh, not a
Nice.
1. I got a 3, so I am safe.
Nice.
All right, so that was the reef roll. All right, now what's on the island? Roll the dice again. I got a 2.
Ooh, nice. Textiles.
And oh, cool. All right, well, I've got an explorer, but we don't have values or anything yet, so I'm not going to bother re-rolling that.
Hmm.
So, yay, we found textiles.
Nice.
That point over, put it there. And should I bother with a token, like an explored token thing?
Uh, if probably not since it's home island, so no.
All right. Well, we might move on. The Hound was worried about that reef
Mhm.
because plans down the line, launching a ship onto a reef.
Yeah.
I don't know. They might move on. They might not.
Mhm.
It all depends upon what else is out there.
Oh yeah, I forgot where we're using that. You have to build something rule, whatever it was. Yeah.
Here, the Spanish. Wait, what? Come on. They are. Oops, that was 4. Wait.
What's that?
Yeah, that was 3.
Back at the racetrack.
Yeah, that was 3 because like the first when I selected it, it like moved it just a teeny bit to like the left, so that's technically counting as it moving. I don't think that's worth undoing for. All right, so there's that. Ships are still more or less evenly paced, and yeah, they're done. Spanish are, so back around to the Dutch. Spanish are just finding a whole lot of empty ocean.
Yep.
Oh, looks like the French are overshooting Barbados.
Yeah.
They're probably.
Probably. Yeah, I gotta find the Dutch. Oh, there we go.
There's the
All right.
Prince Willem.
SAT. Here we go.
Nice.
All right.
It's depending upon who's up in the crow's nest and how much rum they've had.
Yeah.
They may or may not spot. What is that? Guadalupe?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, don't spoil me. I don't know what it
Oops,
is.
sorry.
All right,
Sorry.
now the French are going.
If they're gonna keep going in a straight line until they find that, oh yeah, that's right.
All right. Yeah, I'm done now.
Okay. So let's see. Cumberland's gonna keep going, more or less in the way she's been going. Although adjusted course ever so slightly to begin turning south a little bit.
Mhm.
And let's see. The Hound. We're gonna move on. We're gonna try navigating going southward. Or, yeah, whatever. Alright, found one island. The crew remembers where it's gonna be. They made a map. Kind of. And now they're gonna go south and see what's that ways. Alright, so English done. The Spanish are sailing in a straight line. There we go. Alright, they're done.
Alright. Yeah. Oh, and then one of the other big house rules we're using is that there's no ram damage, so you can't do damage by ramming, which is a house rule I like 'cause it seems more historical. And I'm trying to find the Dutch again. Oh my god. Oh, there they go.
I found him.
Yeah, I see him now. SAT. Nope. Alright, now I gotta get the French. Yeah, I'm at 25% now, and it's still tough to find stuff sometimes. Alright, I'm done.
Oops, wrong scroll. Down to just course just a wee bit. More directly south. Cumberland. Keeping same bearings. Moving on. Spanish sailing westward. Those were the Spanish. Done. Background to the Dutch.
Yep. Oh, I
Let's find the Dutch.
Oh, I got them. They're way out in front. Nice. Yeah, they're coming upon the main chain here. Oh, nice. Oh, this is fun. Huh. Alright. Go SAT. Nope. Keep going that way, I guess, for now.
Yeah. When in doubt, so in a straight line.
Alright, so now the French. And then I'll try to give house rules throughout the recordings and whatnot. Another one is house rule I use in all my games. I'm done now. Basically, when a boarding party happens, the winner chooses whether or not they want to take treasure or kill a crew, and then if they take coins, they can look at the stuff on the enemy ship and take whatever they want. But if they kill a crew, the loser still chooses for that. So, Hound's going south.
Right.
Nice.
Yep. Hound is staying the course south. And the people in the Cumberland are beginning to think there might be a landmass ahead of them.
Yeah.
The Spanish are still in open waters, as near as they are concerned.
Yeah. Yeah, I wrote this in the thread for anybody listening. Factions must meet at sea or on land in order to exchange information or send messengers. Players of the game cannot simply speak to one another or send messages through the module chat in order to communicate faction-wise. So no teleportation of any kind.
Yep.
Alright.
No mysterious instant communications like you can't pick up a phone and call somebody.
Yep.
Alright, so Spanish all done.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Finally
Let's
found
see
the Dutch.
if the Dutch get their SAT.
I'm always surprised by how far ahead they are.
Like the 3 same actions in a row near the beginning, I think helped them.
Yeah. Wow, so yeah, they're kind of sighting Guadalupe, and they're kind of peeking at it, but now they're checking out Montserrat. So they're pretty excited.
Montserrat, directly ahead of them.
Yeah, they
They've
finally
spotted
sighted
2
land.
land masses.
Yeah, exciting. Exciting beginning stage of the game.
Yeah, they're way out ahead of everybody, I think.
Yeah, it seems like.
Yeah, I'm still perpetually zoomed in at 35.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm at 25 because I can't even find the Dutch at 30. I can hardly find them at 25 because
Yeah.
I have to go way to the left, way more than I think. So I'm done.
Alright. Cumberland is leveling out to keep heading on a more westerly pace. And they're fairly certain there is an island or something dead ahead of them, but they're not sure. They're going to go investigate. Hound is still heading directly south. And they're beginning to sight an island. The Spanish are down here somewhere near the bottom, sailing in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, there's the Morning Star. 1, 2, 3, there goes La Monarca, and they are done. I have no idea what... Well, I do know what they're eventually going to run into, but I'm, like, not following them to the left.
Yeah.
Alright, background for the Dutch.
Yep. Say T. Oh, they got it. Nice.
Oh, they did? Huh. Sweet. Hang on, let's go find the Dutch.
Good. Alright, Montserrat. See, I think I misspoke earlier. The rules have been fluid the last, like, even few days. So basically, a faction has to build, like, a structure on their home island to make it their home island, I should say. So,
Yep, we've had a lot of back and forth about this.
yeah.
Are you getting lag on your end already, or are you?
No, the Dutch are trying to figure out whether or not they want to dock. So.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. This is.
Well, the crew might want some shore leave. Been on the open sea for a long time.
Yeah, I think they will explore. Abel Tasman is helmsman and explorer. All right. Land ho! The Dutch make landfall. All right.
That one guy who's getting cabin fever jumps off the boat and kisses the land. It's like, land!
All right, so resource roll is 3, so metals. Nice.
It's a mind of material and deals.
And I don't think they're not planning now to make this their home island, so I'll put a token. This is where it's going to get interesting. So red, English, yellow, Spanish, light blue, French. The Dutch, they might be light gray. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay,
oh, no, white. Oh, I know. Because they're infantry units. I know why. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I put army units into the module for anybody that doesn't know. For the World Game rule set and now for Caribbean. And the Dutch were kind of the last faction to get them, partly because they're not one of the 10 actual factions, so they had white. They have white army units. So, all right. And then I'm gonna load up metals if I can get the stuff over here. I gotta drag it.
You could just put like a small stack of them right behind the stern of the ship.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about or what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't take too long to get over there, so I'm just gonna do it over here for now.
Just Uber zoom out and then just like hard right.
Yeah. I'm gonna take aboard 2 metals. So the Prince William has a couple on board now. I don't want to fill up right now.
Yeah, even though we have no idea right now or yet what values are.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I guess we were gonna do that like the first one, but maybe once the last faction explores, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, that might be
I think it's the French.
Yeah, where are the French?
Yeah. Maybe. Or we could do it, I mean, once somebody wants to convert, I guess that should just be automatic, so I guess if that happens, we'd have to roll.
Alright.
But then that would have to be your home island, so we'd have to, like, declare.
Yeah.
So. Alright, the French are done.
Well, let's track where they went. I lost them in the Grand Ocean. Alright, crew on the Cumberland are fairly certain, like as they have been. They're more so now that they are sighting an island ahead of them. Hound is adjusting course just a teeny bit to begin heading a wee bit back toward the western area, but still going majority south. They have spotted an island and they are crossing a reef. Will they take damage? Nope, they will not. Or navigating the reef successfully as of now. There's an island dead ahead of them. They'll get there on their next turn.
Nice.
Or they'll get there eventually.
Hound is a daring ship so far. 2 reefs. Reef crossings.
Yep. The Spanish are trucking on, going, well, 3S is a decent speed for most ships, but in a game this large, that's pretty slow, actually.
I know, it doesn't matter that much, I know.
Yeah.
Alright, so no SAT.
Alright, yeah. Back on for the Dutch.
Yeah.
And they've gotten way out there ahead of everybody.
Yeah. They're gonna bypass Guadalupe. They kind of see it, but they're more interested in going a little bit northwest here. See what they can
Oh, the
find.
northwest.
Yeah. Alright, now I gotta get back to the French. Here we go. Yeah, the French and Spanish, these southern factions, they're not getting anywhere. They're not finding anything anyway.
Nothing yet.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's 75 islands. Alright, I'm done.
Excellent. Right. Alright, the crew on the Cumberland can most definitely spot the island, but they're also sighting a large reef in their way. So eventually they're going to make a course correction to go around that reef because they're not nearly as daring as the people on the Hound are. At least not yet.
Yeah.
Alright, Hound. These daring souls are going to dock and they're going to discover Antigua.
Nice.
Alright, let's see. What's on Antigua? More metal.
Nice.
Sweet.
Antigua and Barbuda, explored by the English.
Yep. They're probably not going to stay at Antigua because it has the same kind of issues as Barbuda up in the north.
There's a bunch of islands like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you look at a map of the Caribbean and especially like a reef-specific map, it's just like almost all the islands are just like covered in reefs, like both sides. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's how they got there in the first place, man.
There should be more reefs. Like, this is just to minimize lag. I didn't add as many as should be historically, but it would be crazy.
Yeah. Like the reef chains would like go on for like, well, not miles, because I think that's the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah.
Down in Australia, that one can go on. That one goes on for miles.
Yeah.
Or did. But the ones in the Caribbean, not too shabby.
Yeah.
All right, going way down to the south. At Spanish. They're slowly drifting toward one another again. They'll make a course correction on their next turn to they don't run into each other.
Yeah. Alright.
Decent close to discovering land, maybe.
Yeah.
As a player, I'd give them maybe 2 more turns before they discover something.
Yeah.
They themselves, they don't know they're anywhere close, necessarily yet.
Wow, this is weird. I'm getting like some kind of weird hallucination with the map. Oh, I see now. Never mind. The English and Dutch are very, very slowly approaching a similar latitude, but it's so slow in scale that it's almost like hard to detect.
Nice, they got their same action again.
Yeah.
They should be able to sight that.
Yeah, they see Nevis, or Nevis. So the Dutch discover St. Kitts and Nevis.
Well, they see Nevis. I don't know if they can see St. Kitts yet, because it would be hidden behind the other island, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Their point of view on the ship?
Yeah, I don't know how tall those islands are in real life. But...
Right, fair enough. They could be fairly flat.
Yeah. That's another thing that'll be fun to incorporate into the battle, is like real locations and whatnot.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm done.
In any case, they've found Nevis. It's only inevitable they find St. Kitts.
Uh-huh, yeah.
They're so close to each other.
Yeah.
Alright, the English are back this ways a little bit. No, I think. Yeah. And the Cumberland is going to maneuver around this reef if she can. Why didn't I make that turn? Undo! Control Z. Harder to starboard. Oh shit, my bad. Harder to port. Alright, level out. What's the Hound gonna do? They're not gonna go back east. That's for sure. They're not quite happy with the two islands they've found. Lots of reefs around them. So now they're gonna maneuver out of that little Lagoon K thing. They're daring, but they're not going to chance going over a reef twice exactly.
No.
They're going to resume going west. I haven't taken any coins yet. Because there's now such a large gap between them, there might be a disconnect. Probably between the crew on the Hound and the crew on the Cumberland.
Yeah.
And the Cumberland crew may decide to settle that island that they've discovered, that they will obviously eventually figure out that their countrymen found. There's Morning Star. Just a little bit. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, Spanish are done.
Cool.
The French are really strung out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the Terron that's bringing up their Farmore's rear.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't.
G2. And then the other one, La Belle.
Alright. The Dutch are going to explore Nevis. And they can definitely see St. Kitts by now.
Oh,
Alright,
yeah.
So...
It's like literally like the length of their ship between those two islands.
Yeah, that's a weird situation where we would... I don't know, we might have to house rule that they're like the same in terms of... Like, I'm not going to... They shouldn't take Nevis as their home island. Or not that they shouldn't, but if they did, I think St. Kitts would be like grouped with it, you know? So they don't
an extension of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
More like a home zone.
Luxuries.
Ooh.
Interesting.
They found pre-made necklaces.
Yeah.
So now who made these? They're made out of these like shiny stones. Is that diamond? We found a diamond necklace on the beach, Captain. What? Wait a second now. Let me see that.
Alright, I'm gonna load up 2 luxuries. Whoops. Eventually. And I'm gonna put them at the stern for now. I might put them on the deck plate during your turn. But let me get to the French first. Wherever the heck they went.
Somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, oh, there we go. Got them.
Somewhere in the middle or thereabouts.
Yeah. Robert de La Salle is starting to sight Martinique, which ironically is famous for being a French island for a long time. And the other 2 ships are a ways out. Alright, I'm done.
Far behind it.
Yep.
Far behind them.
Yep. Alright. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, where'd those Englishmen go?
Oh, I see the Cumberland is coming up on Barbuda. Nice.
If I could figure out where the heck it was, where'd it go? Oh, there it is. There it is.
This is probably the most realistic scale in a Pirate CSG game, maybe ever, in a way.
Yeah.
Because in real life, islands are ways apart. It takes a long time to sail to one.
Yeah, so the crew of the Cumberland are going to come about and come on to Barbuda dead on. We're going to dock. They figured out that someone was here before them, most likely the crew of the Hound.
Yeah.
However, they see neither head. Huh?
Maybe they could leave like a like a tiny
token?
Union Jack or something to like
Yeah.
to try to warn the Cumberland that it's not a bad island or something.
Yeah, I think I'll do that with like a red token. Use like a red token. Like, there we go.
That's the right. That'd be the
Alright.
best color.
Alright, so not a bad island, but the Cumberland's crew can see neither head nor tail anywhere near them of where the Hound has gone off to. With their respective crew, for that matter. Should I leave a red token then on Antigua as well?
Yeah, I might as well keep track of it. Definitely.
Yeah. So, go.
So the Dutch and the English have both explored and discovered 2 islands now, and then the other 2 factions haven't gotten anywhere, or they haven't landed, I should say.
Yeah,
Certainly.
not like the English and the Dutch have.
Yeah.
The Hound is striking off directly west again from Antigua, or from the northern side of Antigua. On that present pace, looks like they're going to hit mostly open ocean.
Yeah.
So they may do a course correction if the crew gets bored.
Yeah.
And maybe try to work their way back toward Antigua or Barbuda.
Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like a case of like insanity, because like the crew might. Yeah. I think the French and the Spanish, especially. I don't know, man.
They've got severe cabin fever.
Yeah.
But they're getting there.
Yeah. Might be running out of stores or supplies, food.
Yeah, they're running thin on rations there.
Yeah.
They've not gone cannibal yet, but
yeah.
People are starting to think about it. All right, so they're all done. Spanish. Although, by the looks of it, the lead French ship, they might be able to spot an island, and therefore that might give them some hope.
Yeah, they've kind of spotted Martinique by now, I think.
Quell their cabin fever.
Yeah. Kind of like the Spanish can probably see Grenada just about.
Just a wee bit. They're beginning to make out that there might be a landmass over yonder ways.
Yeah.
There's the Dutch.
Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Alright, SAT first. Nope.
Oopsies.
I guess they might as well explore St. Kitts as well.
Might as well.
Yeah. Oops. Alright, here we go, resource roll. Okay, food. Nice. New resource.
Food. It's like what the people on the Spanish and French ships wish they had.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. And then the French.
They're eating heavily salted stuff.
Yeah.
We're getting mighty tired of bacon.
Yeah. Alright, Robert de La Salle can cite Martinique, definitely. So he's excited.
Sweet. Yeah, he is. It's like, finally! Land!
Alright, I'm done.
Okay, then, let's see. There's that. Okay, so found Barbuda and the Cumberland. And let's see. Since they're slower and they have no idea where the Hound is gone, they are going to load up some textiles. Let's see, considering who's on there. They're going to take one textile.
Nice.
Because they want to keep their explorer guy full crew just in case.
Oh, yeah.
They don't feel like leaving their oarsmen behind, since you never know what could happen.
Yeah. They might not see him for like a few months.
Yep.
Like in real lifetime.
Yeah. The Hound is continuing to journey directly west. Back down to the Spanish. Arcana Libra begins to sight an island. Morning Star coming up alongside her also begins to sight it as well. So they're fairly certain now that there's a landmass directly in front of them.
Nice.
So they're going to keep going that a ways. And they are done.
Yeah. Gotta find the Dutch again. Oh, there we go. Alright, SAT. Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Hmm. And the Dutch are very happy. They're excited about this chain they've found. This north chain. They're going from island to island.
So the island hopping.
Yeah, exactly.
Going northward.
And then,
Whereas everyone else is still going roughly west.
including the French here, who are coming up on Martinique eventually.
And the island on the far side of it, too.
Yeah. Okay, I'm done.
Alright, cool. Ship over there. Ah, 'tis the Hound. Let's see. And they're pretty brave. They're going to keep going west for now. Cumberland, likewise, is going to keep going west as well, taking off from the southern coast of Barbuda.
Nice.
Course correction changes, navigation. There we go. Too far south. That's the map. And tactically, give the actions to La Monarca first, because that's where the explorer crew is. You can definitely sight the island, or the Monarca can. And now that it's caught up, so can the Morning Star. They're pulling on the canvas, alright, trying to make all speed for that island. The crew is very much in cabin fever. It's like, get us off the ship.
Yeah.
Get us onto the land.
Nice. Alright, the Dutch are gonna do SAT. And they gotta figure out where to go here.
Well, they're right off the southeast coast of St. Eustace, so
Yeah.
probably dock.
Yeah. Yeah, they're probably going to, yeah. Now they have a full cargo hold, so they won't be able to load anything, but it's alright.
And there's no reefs around that one.
Yeah, it's nice.
You'll launch island or home
Yeah.
for that.
So this would be their 4th island to explore. I think they might try to make this a home island, possibly.
The first home island of the year.
Yeah, hopefully. Alright, so I'll roll for the resource first with the explorer. Okay. Lumber, nice.
That's lumber.
That's good.
So I think everything but what's number 5?
Spices.
Ooh, spice heads. Now spicy.
Yeah.
Take that. Anchor.
Yeah, I think they'll try to make this home island, but I think maybe next turn they should be able to convert. Like, they just got there. They're still exploring. Abel Tasman is mapping and charting the land. So I'll go to the French for now, but next turn.
Furiously scribbling on the few scraps of paper he has.
Yeah. Next turn, I guess we'll probably roll for the resource values and whatnot. Yeah, I know. Exciting. It'll pass quick either way, though. Yeah. Alright. So Robert de La Salle is going to make the first French landfall of the game in Martinique.
Woohoo!
And he's got Explorer along with Helmsman. So,
Nice.
Lumber. Yay, another one.
Good for
Lumber is
them.
great. So, and yeah, that's all Martinique.
Excuse me.
I tried to make it as close to the real island as possible, just like all the ones. I just labeled Diamond Rock because that's where the custom fort will have to be.
That little dot on that island is like, that's Diamond Rock. That little thing there.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty small in real life, especially if you look at Google Maps and you see Martinique, and then it's hard to even find Diamond Rock off the southern coast because Martinique just dwarfs it. So it would be even more extreme in real life. So
yeah, when the English eventually get down there.
Yeah.
Or if the English decide to go down there in this quasi-historical fantasy scenario.
Yeah. The bell is gonna load 2 lumber, and then I'm done.
Nice. All right, the Hound. They're reasonably brave. We're gonna keep going west. All right. Through the Cumberland. We're gonna keep going west as well.
Yeah, I've lost the Cumberland completely. Oh no, never mind. There she is. Got her back.
Yeah.
Nice.
Spanish. The Monarca is not quite fast enough to hit Granada, but they have definitely spotted the island and they will land there on their next turn.
Yep. Nice.
All right. Zoom in for a little bit. Do some picture taking.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Because I've almost forgotten to take pictures. Like, oops, I should probably have taken pictures when the English made landfall.
Yeah.
But oh well.
Yeah, I've been taking some, but not quite enough. But oh well. That's why it's nice to have a video recording too, of course. And yeah, for anybody listening or watching, in the thread at the bottom, it talks about guest cameo appearances, because you can get into this game too if you want.
If
just have
you
to
so
let us know.
desire.
Yeah, exactly. It is intimidating, the rule set. You pretty much have to know the rule set, especially if you want to play more than like one turn. But yeah, basically, one of us would give us, or both of us would give up a faction or whatever, and then you could control that faction for a turn, or a week, or a month, or whatever. So yeah, so there's going to be some guest appearances eventually. We hope.
Yep.
All
Which would be quite nice.
Yeah. All right. Looks like the Dutch are up, so they're gonna try to. I don't know. I guess they're gonna try to make this their home island, or I guess they will. Guess I'll make it official. I know, first home island. The Dutch have had a good start. This is. I don't know if anybody else has proxied them as a faction into games like a long time ago. I wouldn't be surprised, but if not, this is like a grand start for the Dutch, like in Pirate CSG as a whole. They've explored 4 islands. They're the first to get a home island, so pretty impressive so far. All right, so I'm gonna go to the top left and roll for the resources, I guess. All right, so resource value roll, first of the game. 6. All right.
That's cool.
Yeah. You can roll for a duration if you want, actually.
All right, sure. 1 second. I'll be right there with you.
Yeah, cool.
All right, save that. Minimize.
Yeah, and I was just reading. St. Eustatius is an island that was. It says even today it is a special municipality of the Netherlands. So historically, yeah, formerly part of the Netherlands Antilles. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right, duration rolls using my red die. I got a 3 and a worm.
Oh wow, interesting.
That's real quick.
Yeah, so that's not going to even work for the other factions at all. Like they're not going to experience that change.
So let's see, with those values.
Yeah, spices are worth 6.
Shit.
So
Is
the
it
Dutch.
spices? Because I'm looking at the shared Google Doc we got. It says medicine.
Oh yeah, we probably changed it. That must be from the world game. But yeah, that makes sense. So medicine, we replaced spices with medicine from the original economy edition. Yeah, that was inspired by your change.
Yeah, that was one of mine.
Yeah, and then I like food instead of fish because fish is a little bit limited.
Yeah.
So medicine is worth 6. That's the number 5 resource. So I still got to figure this out. So the Dutch are gonna unload their stuff, but then I got to figure out if they're gonna convert anything. They have 2 metals, 2 luxuries, and a food token. So I think I guess they're gonna try to build.
That would be the most valuable.
Yeah, I guess they gotta
Gold,
try to
that'd be the
build
most
something.
valuable.
All right, I gotta get the doc up or the
Yeah,
spreadsheet.
although there are 2 metal tokens right now, metals are worth 4 apiece.
Yeah.
So if they unloaded everything and cashed everything in, they would have
A decent amount.
I'm gonna say something around 15, maybe
Yeah.
almost 20 gold.
Yeah, let me.
Because 2 metals, that's 8.
1 food, that's 13, and then.
Yeah, they've got like 15 because finished good or worship 1.
Oh yeah, luxuries. Yeah. Okay.
So 8, 10.
It must be the final lap of the race. Oh my god.
Yeah, 15 gold.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's enough to get them a starting structure.
Yeah, it's great.
It's gonna be like their first city.
Yeah.
There's their chain of thing.
All right. Yeah, I'm bringing up the spreadsheet and stuff. I said last lap of the race because the cars were louder than usual a second ago.
Arts again. I have no idea it's still Wisconsin.
Yeah, must be a checkered flag or something. Yeah, I'm just looking at or trying to look at the structures and whatnot. But yeah, for anybody listening, while it loads, there's upgrades, so you can upgrade your home island and also wild islands. So there's a big upgrades chunk of the rules, and therefore the thread that has all the rules. Ooh. So yeah. Huh.
And that bit we talked about in the email thread the other day about home islands producing resources.
Yeah.
Did you add that into the doc yet?
I think so, yeah.
Or
anything in the thread should be in the doc as of now. I'm not looking at that part right now. Okay. I will have to edit. It says a faction start at level 0 for a city. Each upgrade costs 50 gold. I don't know. Because it says add 3 to the populace beginning of each turn for level 1. So that seems like that should be pretty pricey. I don't know, though. Alright. Well, I guess I'll just get a shipyard, I think. That makes the most sense. There's the city hall. This is gonna get so complicated, dude.
Yeah, it's very quickly gonna become complicated.
Yeah, it's gonna be dense. Super dense. Alright. So I'm gonna build a level 1 shipyard for 10 gold, and that's gonna be my first structure of the game. Or the first structure in general. The Dutch have the first home island. Alright, so I'm gonna cash in 2 metals. So that's 8. And then I'm going to cash in the food. So I have 13. And then I'm going to unload the luxuries, but I'm not going to convert them. And then I'm also going to... And then I'll have 3 gold left over. Once I get my position here. Okay, there we go.
It's sorted.
Yeah, already turns are going to start bogging down a bit. And then home islands are going to get real complicated in terms of all the stuff on there. My God. I guess it wasn't the checkered flag, it's the cars are racing again. Alright, so, man. I think thematically I'm just gonna dump a shipyard and then delete it. So there's my shipyard. Huzzah for that. I'm gonna go, so I'm gonna write in the doc that they have a level 1 shipyard, in the spreadsheet I mean, not the document. Because the spreadsheet's where we're gonna keep stuff. And then, so the extra 1 right above the island is gonna be
That's a lot of content down there.
That was really loud. Okay.
Are the cars things that loud, that noise?
What? Yeah, the car, did you hear it just now? It was pretty loud on this end. The cars.
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's why I was laughing a bunch. Alright.
Well, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming somehow you're picking up like the fan from the inboard fan from my laptop. That's gotta be what it is. I can't think of anything else it could be.
Yeah, it's starting up again right now, yeah.
I just turned on my side fan, the little one that I've got next to my laptop.
Yeah. Alright. So the Dutch, so they're done, I guess. Okay. I just gotta make sure I'm doing it right. So they have the luxuries, 3 gold left over. They built the level 1 shipyard, which they can't use until next turn. Upgrades, for anybody listening, upgrades can't be used until the following turn. Kind of like ports and general island upgrades from Economy Edition. and that's because the gold is spent during like the launch period, and the launch period always occurs at the end of your turn after all actions have been given. So, alright, so now the French are going to go again. So Robert de La Salle has discovered lumber on Martinique, and now he's going to go north. So the Belle is going to sail out, and then bringing up the rear are the other 2 French ships way behind.
Yep.
And I'm done. I gotta take a quick bathroom break too, so I'll be back.
Alright, cool. I'm looking for a few random things. I can't find exactly what I was looking for earlier. I'll just get this back. Okay, where am I? Alright, crew of the Cumberland. We're gonna keep going west. I'm feeling a little braver now. Crew of the Hound, they still feel brave. They're gonna keep going west as well. They're excellent speed. Meanwhile, down in the south, we're gonna go. Okay, drop. There it is. Alright, Spanish. Moving in with the Monarcha, which has the Explorer on it. Alright, one for resource. Ooh! They found, what is it? Number 5 one. Yay! Spanish are the first to find medicine.
Nice.
And they found it with the Monarcha. Alright, the Monarcha's not going to load any of... Well, actually... Yes, the Monarcha's going to load, I think, 1 medicine token. To get that kick in for her S ability. Move away. I think it's way out here to heck and run almost. So, now they're going to begin heading northwards. Alright. incoming star is going to dock and take 2 since it's got a larger hold space on her. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are done.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just
And
taking a
we
few.
have a token, actually. Spanish are yellow. That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm just taking a few pictures, catching up here with developments.
And so, trying to find where the info about home island structures is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure where that went.
Yeah, it's under upgrades. It's kind of easy to. It's easier, at least for me, to scroll through the thread that I posted on MT.
Okay. Probably cue that up real soon then.
I guess we haven't done in any other games before, like a resource change or whatever during a turn. So I don't know, for those 4 turns, I don't know if this is the end of that first one, I guess.
Yeah, this is the end of the first one, I think.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'll change it to...
Or, let's see, the Dutch rolled for them this roll for resources at the end of their previous turn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so that now there'd be 3 turns left, because
yeah.
When I finished with the French, that ended that turn when the resource roll happened. Alright.
Yeah, we're midway through that third turn.
Yep.
When he clicks back off of you, then it'll move it back to,
Yep.
when it comes back onto the English, then there'll be only 2 left.
Alright. So the Dutch have the first home island. They're going to roll for SAT. Okay, they didn't get it. They're going to keep exploring. They're going to go northwest again to new frontiers. And the French are just going to sail.
It's a lot easier to find that on the thread.
Yeah.
Because I don't think that little section, the upgrade section,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not positive, but I don't know if it's in the dock or not.
Okay.
Or if it is, I'm not sure where it is exactly
Yeah.
in the dock.
Yeah, it's definitely in there. I don't know if every single sentence has been updated, because we made a change like yesterday or something, so.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Alright, I'm done.
A few things. Cool. Compare a few things on my end. Where did the English go?
Yeah, no rush, because the game is like never ending and turns are already taking longer, so.
Ah.
Probably
the Cumberland. Yeah.
in terms of how much we've played tonight, it's probably already been like a week for these fleets or something.
Yeah, a week or 2, maybe.
Yeah.
The crew of the Cumberland are going to begin to angle themselves northward. Still going west, but on a more northerly track. Crew the Hound will begin doing the same thing, at a less extreme angle. Well, that's compared to the Cumberland. Alright. Down south. Spanish. We're going to follow this reef chain north. And a little bit back eastward. But not too much. Okay. Alright, so they are all finished, so that's... Oh yeah, I'm at the start. So when it came back around to the English, it went from 3 to 2.
Yep. Alright, so the Dutch don't want to say fleet this turn either. And the Dutch can cite Saba, new island,
Saba.
and the French can land at and explore Dominica.
Oh, the French run out of their island.
Yeah.
Nice. It's out here in the middle somewhere.
Alright, so they'll see what they can find, because Robert de La Salle has Explorer. Oh, Medicine again. Nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's the most valuable right now, yeah.
Well, only for like 2 more turns.
Yeah, really.
Well, you never know. Values could stay reasonably high.
Yeah. French are thinking about making Dominica their home island, but they're not sure yet, so... see.
Because, can they see that reef on the northern end?
Yeah, I'd say they can detect it by now, yeah. Alright, I'm done.
We'll start with the Hound. We're going to turn to a more northward extreme angle. Still going northwest, but now more north than west. And the Cumberland would be I pass over them. There's the Hound. Cumberland should be northeastern. There it is. There they are. Right, they're going to keep going on their same bearings, going vaguely northwest.
Nice.
Back down to the south. America makes a slight course adjustment. It keeps heading north and has begun to sight the next island in this little chain, which appears to be Grenadines.
Yeah.
Grenadines, I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's part of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, so it's usually referred to as part of St. Vincent in real life geography.
Cool.
Basically,
One
those reefs,
star.
the reefs are supposed to represent the rest of the Grenadines, because I didn't want to make islands for all of them.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot
Makes
of like
sense.
small islands and stuff like that. There's like atolls and stuff for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
back.
that means I am done. You're next.
Yep. All right.
You've
SAT.
gone from 2 to 1.
Yeah.
In the midst of a 1. So this is the last term with current values, I believe.
Yeah.
Once the French are done, new rules will be required.
Yeah, and I can make the rolls and whatnot because I'm the second player, so I finished like the overall round. I just keep forgetting, and like the turns are going fast, so
They're going
like
fast
CG3. All right, so Dutch can explore Saba. More medicine. I think that's 3 rolls in a row, maybe? Something like that.
Yeah, it looks like.
Wow.
Well, it's been discovered for 3 individual factions, so...
Yeah. Prince Willem is going to load up as well. Alright, and then back to the French. Wherever they went. Way down here. Robert de La Salle is gonna surge on, keep going north a bit, avoid the reef. And the other 2 ships are still going due west. And then I'm done. So I guess I'll do the change then. Go back up to the corner. Alright. So new resource rolls. So I'll do value 1. Dumb.
Good.
Wow.
Everything's worth its printed value.
Oh,
That's it.
nice. That's easy to remember. And then duration is 10 turns. Wow. Nice.
Nice. All right, so medicine is still valuable at 5.
Hmm.
Luxury is just skyrocketed in value.
Yep.
And
Nice.
lumber is worth 1.
Yep. Huh. Nice. Cool.
Indeed. Indeed. Okay, so then, English. There's somewhere around here. Okay, there's the Hound. I'm gonna keep on her present course. Hang on. Crew of Cumberland are gonna do a little course correcting more and head more directly west. It helps us at speed. And then Narca spotted Grenadines. And with crafty maneuvering is going to dock there. Still has her Explorer, so let's roll for resource. 6. Finish goods.
Nice.
That's nice. Well, I said finish goods. That's what I think from mine. This one it's luxuries. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about settling this island either because it's kind of small.
Yeah. And it has the reefs too.
Yeah. Alright, so English Star is now decidedly behind. Along, gonna adjust course a little bit. Move directly north, catch up sort of to the Monarcha, who is not going to load any resources. And there we go. That's my turn done.
Nice. Alright, SAT. Nope. Yeah, now that the Dutch have a home island and a bunch of islands near them explored, they might actually do something about it.
Yeah.
Alright. Then I gotta find the French. Whoa. Yeah, I just went back to 35% zoom. It is pretty tough to find stuff. Huh. Alright.
I've gone back out. I've gone out to 25.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been
That's like the first time.
yeah, I've been going different zooms and stuff.
Yeah.
So the Jukes finally can sight Martinique, so she can rejoice.
That. Yay!
Yay! Alright, so I'm done.
Taron way there in the back is going, when will this end?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm done. I'll change the resources.
Alright. From 10 down to 9. Cumberland. Move her first. They're going to keep going on their westerly course. The Hound is going to continue their northwestern course. The fellow who has very keen eyes up in the crow's nest is thinking there might be a landmass off to their, I think, off to the port.
Yeah.
A little bit more west.
Nice.
Alright, back down to the Spanish. Alright, because the smaller ship, Monarcha, is going to dart around this way. Continue to go northward. You're going to spot St. Vincent. Alright. So the Morning Star is going to adjust course a little bit to avoid the reefs. They're going to come around the far side of the Grenadines on the eastward side. They're also going to see St. Vincent.
Nice.
Both ships have seen that. So they're probably going to make go for landfall there.
Nice.
Right, so that's Spanish done.
Yep. Just gotta take a picture. Get back to the Dutch. SAT. Oh, nice. Finally got it again. So the Prins Willem. This is the first time a faction has docked stuff at their home island once it already was a home island.
Yeah.
And they're gonna cash in and launch. They might as well.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So.
Boy.
Yep. Yeah. So
Did they get a
medicine.
shipyard?
Yeah, level 1 shipyard. That's the 10 gold they spent.
Oh, okay. So we don't have any kind of token for that or anything, or is that just like a...
That's the one above the island. That's what it is right now. Yeah.
Okay,
I
makes sense.
The shipyards are going to make for lag, and they don't rotate very well, so it's going to be kind of awkward. And plus, there's not going to be enough room for all structures on the home island.
Anyways,
anyway,
okay.
So, yeah. More of a territory thing for the world game, unfortunately. But,
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Alright, so I got 5 medicine. This is where things really slow down.
It's like no strict conversion, so whatever they got is what they got.
Yep.
So it was like 15-ish gold.
Yeah. 25, 5 times 5. So, but with a level 1 shipyard, they can only get 1-masted ships. So they might only launch like 1 ship. And they might build a different structure, probably. Yeah, I think they're gonna buy a tavern for 10 gold. So, alright.
Just some generic crew. Kind of important.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm gonna put, I guess the tavern I'll put there. That looks kind of cool, I guess. Makes it look more like a home island than a bunch of random coins. So.
Yeah.
And then
so I think you have to start differentiating between coins that are resources and coins that are something else.
Yeah, I was thinking about a row of coins either above the home island or in like a perfect horizontal row to denote what their structures are level-wise. I'm just going to put a 1 by the tavern.
Makes sense.
Level 1. Yeah, and then the lumber. So the island, I forgot what the island's supposed to produce lumber, but I guess, I don't know. Maybe not until they have a city? I don't know. The rules are still like up for debate.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, I think maybe, I don't know, especially this early in the game, it's fun to explore. So home islands producing a resource seems kind of weird. So maybe they do have to get like a level 1 city for the home island resource to kick in. Maybe they've used up all the lumber just to like get a shelter ready, so they're already running out or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And they haven't been able to plant more trees or something. I don't know.
Yep. Forestation.
Yeah, for anybody listening, we've still have rules that we've been talking about like the past few days. So it's some of it, mostly because we're not starting with home islands. We're like going, we're just like discovering home islands and then trying to set up shop from there. So it's kind of a fun Wild West right now. So, so they built a tavern, but they can't get crew from it yet. And now I'm gonna have to go to the Pirates of the Age of Sail spreadsheet to find a Dutch 1-master to launch, or maybe 2. They have 15 gold left.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to get another structure. So I would have to get... Yeah, that's not really worth it right now. Yeah, I think there's about 100 Dutch ships created so far. And of course, there could always be more, because I didn't create all the ones you could make. So, and actually today I was looking at, there's some interesting historical customs. I'm just talking while the spreadsheet loads.
Yeah.
But basically, there's some interesting pirates from China. Not just Qing Shi, which is like Mistress Ching from Pirates of the Caribbean, but there's other ones too that are pretty interesting, and they were relatively successful. So, and it kind of happened. A lot of them were pirates after the Age of Sail, or not the Age of Sail, but the Golden Age of piracy ended like 1718, 1720. So,
Yeah.
then yeah, so nations can make change with their gold resources. And then there's going to be a timer. Or no, well, that's up for debate. I don't know if we're going to use that yet, but there go the cars again.
Yeah. I got no idea what that sound is.
Now I can hear like it. Oh, okay, it just cut off randomly, but like it's funny because it comes out of nowhere, and then like you can hear it like go down the runway. So like you hear it like almost like a car after it passes you, like a loud one.
Yeah.
Like you can hear it. You can even hear it like going into the distance too. Yeah, the spreadsheet's taking a while to load. I guess I'll go to the French for now. The Dutch are still gonna launch. They have 15 gold left, but whatever. Alright, so I'll just start with French. So the Belle is gonna sail north, and so she's way ahead. The Jukes is just now getting to Martinique, and Robert de La Salle on the Belle has already explored Dominica.
Nice.
Yeah. Alright. So the Jukes is gonna pick up, I think, 2 lumber. And load that. And then Turon. And then that's the end of my turn. So I'll change the resources and you can feel free to go.
I'm gonna take a quick picture.
Yep. Yeah, no rush. We gotta launch and stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of fitting that the newcomer faction, the Dutch, have the first launch. Got off to a good start. Other factions have already experienced a lot of glory in the Pirate CSG world.
Yep, they certainly are. England's gonna keep on our current course. Hound is gonna level off a bit, go more west for teeny peace. Some guy way up in the crow's nest with good eyes is almost certain he sees an island. No one else believes him. Spanish. Both ships have seen St. Vincent. Alright, the Monarca docks. Rolls. Oh, they found correct one. That is. Oh, they found food. Yummy, 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 yummy. Time to eat. It's first for them. Okay. Morning Star is going to come up the far side of this island. As near as the crew of either ship can tell, there aren't many reefs, so they're considering St. Vincent for a home island.
Nice.
They're not going to do anything about it yet. They're going to meet on land to talk about it probably on their next turn.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's that for them.
Alright, so the Dutch.
Them.
Yeah. So they're still launching. The spreadsheet is loaded, so I'm at least able to look at my options here.
Huzzah!
Yeah. So for anybody listening, this is a huge part of the rule set that is totally different from any other campaign games we've seen. We're using part of Captain Bandari's launching rules. So basically, there's shipyards that you can upgrade. So the Dutch have the level 1 shipyard, which can only build ships up to 1 mast. So they can only get 1-masted ships right now. Has 2 durability points, and it costs 20 gold to upgrade to a level 2 shipyard. And then, but for all shipyards, the price of a ship is its point cost. When you purchase the ship, place only its hull at the shipyard. During each of your turns, that ship may be given build actions only to place masts until it's been fully constructed, and shipyards can only build a number of ships equal to their level. So, example, a level 3 shipyard can only build up to 3 ships simultaneously. So, the Dutch can only build one master right now, and it's not even coming into play right away because it has to, I'm taking the mast out because it has to be built. Although now it's getting back to their turn, so it'll be built like in a second, but whatever. Alright, so, yeah. Alright, so, edit the ship in. Alright, so the first launch of the game is going to be the Liman. It's a 1 master, 5 points, 3 cargo, SL move, a 3L cannon, and it has an ability specific to Economy Edition. The special ability says this ship cannot load lumber.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sort of.
And that's why it's, yeah, it's a negative ability, or else it would probably be like 7 points or something, or at least 6. So I'm inputting the stats right now. Dutcher faction number 11, so they got added to the module in that way as well. I'll put the deck plate over there soon. Let's see. I gotta go all the way over to this border. I'll probably put the Dutch deck plates towards the top now, because now that they have a home island, I can actually figure out a more closer spot to where it'll be closer to their home island. So instead of spending all 15 gold, they only spent 5. Now it's back to their turn. So I'll use SAT. Didn't work. Guess medicine's valuable, so the Prince William's going to go this way, at least for now. And then the Liman is going to get the first build action of the game. Her mast is up, and then she'll be able to sail out next turn. And now I'm going to go back down to the French. I finally finished the first launch of the game. And the French are... Oh, wow. Oh, I see. The Terran is so far behind, I saw her without seeing any of the islands. They're
finally starting to cite that island that the Jews got to.
Yeah, absolutely. Speaking of the Jukes, she's going to go north. Oh, I think I made a mistake, because now the Jukes has cargo, so now she's even slower. Now she's L. Oh my god. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have loaded lumber, but it'll drop it off, but they're probably expecting to find Robert de La Salle, but he's so far ahead that they're probably not going to find him anytime soon.
Yeah, he's jumped on there. He's left them behind, like what the Hound has done to the Cumberland.
Yep. Alright, I'm done. So, with that, there's now 7 turns left for the resource values.
Yep.
I'm going to go get a Dutch deck plate area started.
Alright.
Borders.
Cumberland holds her westwardly course. After moving west for their peace, the crew on the Hound, other than that light up in the Crow's Nest, finally begin to see the beginnings of an island.
Nice.
We can definitely. Alright, let's see. Hang on. Judging where they're positioned to that, and where the Spanish were when they saw St. Vincent. Yeah, okay, they can definitely spot that island then. So the guy who was in the Crow's Nest, he's definitely not making stuff up. They've decided. So they're gonna land there and see what's what. Alright, we'll do it on the next turn. Let's see. Morningstar is going to sail around the island a little bit here. Gonna meet up with the crew of the La Monarca, who was not given an action this turn. And they're going to discuss among themselves and decide that there are no reefs close to the island to be detrimental to future launching. And they're going to decide that this will be their home island.
Nice.
Eventually.
Cool.
Yeah. So let's see then. Alright, since they're decided that St. Vincent's going to be their home island, would they unload the medicine they've got? They both have?
Yeah, they're free to do that. Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, sweet. They're going to do that. They're going to unload the medicines they have.
And yeah, I guess there's nothing against like unloading resources at any island, I guess. Like the Jukes might drop some off at Dominica.
And also reasonably pleased they've got a little bit of variety of resources, reasonably close in a small little island chain.
Yeah.
Base of operations for them.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm just taking a few more pictures.
I'm focusing only on my own guys for right now, just the English and the Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done kind of a combination. Right now I'm just doing the Dutch, so. Especially with their first of the game launches, or launch. There we go. Here. I'm really glad I did the double borders, so we can have more space for deck plates.
Yeah.
One thing about that, though, even if we do run out of space for deck plates, is that there's so much space in the far northeast and east and southeast of the map that we could spill over and have a ton there. Yeah.
Yeah. With a few exceptions, like in the far west, there's the North territories there.
Mm-hmm.
But like way out in like the north, yeah. Like from where the Cumberland is going north, there's like almost nothing.
Yeah.
Open ocean.
Nothing for miles.
Miles and miles and miles.
Yeah. Alright.
Look at that island with a gigantic monkey on it. What's his name again? Oh yes, Kong. Skull Island is out there somewhere. Maybe.
So the Lemon has set sail for the first time.
Is it a lemon?
And I guess they're not going to spend any gold. I don't think the Dutch are going to spend any right now. Back to the French. So Robert de La Salle is scouting Marie Gallant, which should be smaller. I mean, Guadalupe dwarfs it in real life, but I wanted to include it because it looked significant enough.
Could be strategically important later on.
Yeah. Alright, so a resource roll for the Explorer. Okay. Textiles. Nice. Cool.
I don't think the French have that yet.
Yeah. And then the Jukes is going to sail at just L towards Dominica for their lumber. And then the Terran is going to bring up the rear. Eventually. There we go. Alright, I'm done. So I'll do the resource change or roll.
Or just the resource values and whatnot.
Yeah. Yeah, 6 turns left until the next change.
Cumberland holds her course still. What's that popping sound? It sounds like you're uncorking a bottle of something.
Oh, it's a water bottle.
Oh, okay.
It's so close, actually.
Alright, the Hound is going to dock at Saint... Barely see it from so Barthélemy, I think is what it is. Saint Barthélemy. Alright, gonna explore. They found okay, number 4. That one is alright, it's food. How did I forget that? Okay, let's just see. Alright, the crew of the Hound like this island, at least so far as what they can see. It's rather small, so they're still not sure about claiming it for a home island.
Yeah.
But they might go a little bit north from here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Greenland is already moved. Alright, buying stuff, that always happens at the end of a turn, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. So the crew of the morning, no, not the Morning Star, of La Monarca, they climb back aboard their schooner. And they make with all sail back to Grenadines. They're able to make landfall there again. Whereupon going way back out to the deck place. Nope. Oh, wrong one. Just we go back to the Grenadines. They take on a full cargo of the luxuries,
Nice.
forcing the explorer guy off the ship to make room, and promising that they'll be back soon.
Yeah, that looks like another one of those islands where it'd be like grouped under the same, whatever.
Right, so Grenadines would be technically an extension of the Spanish home island.
Yeah, I think eventually. I don't think it has to happen now, but I think maybe be one of those things where the Grenadines run out of resources, that sort of thing.
Small island, alright.
And I believe
the ability of the Monarca kicks in to move S after loading.
I'd have to look it up, but I believe St. Vincent is also a much larger island than any of the Grenadines too. So.
For the first time, the Spanish ships are splitting up.
Nice.
Morning Star is going to head due northward, or a little bit northeast. They think they're making out a bit of an island way out there.
Nice.
Alright, with resources worth their face-up value, gonna spend 10.
Nice. So exciting.
Yep. And they're going to get... Might as well start with a level 1 shipyard. So they're gonna need ships. Everybody needs ships. Alright, so signify with precedent set forth by yours, so the little yellow token with a 1 coin on it. Alright. Take a quick picture of that. That's a good picture. And the Spanish are done. They're getting off to a quicker start than the English.
Yeah.
As we expected. And my mix ended.
Alright. So SAT, nope. Whoa.
Cars going again?
Yeah, it's extra loud. Alright, I think, let me see what I want to do here. I think the Dutch are going to launch another One Master, I guess. Yeah, might as well. Yeah, because they're only one ship at a time for a level 1 shipyard anyway.
Let's see.
The Dutch are going to begin construction on their third ship, second launch, Nuis. 7 points, 1 mast, SSS move, 6S cannon, 2 cargo, and then L-range guns can't hit the ship. Which becomes a bit, yeah, the ability becomes better because of the lack of ram damage, so. Alright, get the deck laid out soon, but first I'll do the French. It's Robert de La Salle. He's gonna go, he sees a bigger island to the northwest of Marie Galante. He's gonna go towards Guadalupe. And Jukes is gonna continue north with lumber very slowly. And the Terran is finally just about able to sight Martinique. And I'm done.
Nice. I would have queued up another 2 hour music next. We are good to go. Alright, Fort Cumberland. Let's keep going west. The Hound. They are gonna aim themselves north for a majority. Then they're gonna turn and keep heading west. Navigating around that reef they spotted. Going on a little bit of blood instinct on the lad with dead eyes, telling them there might be another island off to the west. Alright, Spanish officially have their level 1 shipyard. And now that they've established their home island, I'm going to move the Spanish deck plates.
Yeah.
Thereabouts. There you go. I've been loading quite a bit of gold. For the Morningstar just course. I'm going to head more direct northward. Direct collision with Santa Lucia. Alright, let's see the Spanish. What will the Spaniards launch? They're definitely going to launch something. I don't think I made any custom one masters for that. So, look at the shipyard, that's all we can do. Search for the miniature.
Yeah, maybe the house rule could be islands within like a move action away eventually become considered part of that home island or whatever.
Yeah.
In which case there'd be a bunch like Murray, Gallant, Guadalupe would
Yeah.
definitely be there too.
Yeah, well, it could also depend on the island too.
Yeah.
Or the ship in question. Whichever.
Yeah. Just reminds me of like the F2 in your winter economy game with the
Oh,
silver march or
yeah.
whatever. That was ridiculous
Yeah.
abuse. Yeah, I'm just gonna take a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, go ahead. Look at this one, I think. Spanish are going to put forth the San Leandro, which is a 10-pointer, unmasked. Also has the L-range immunity. Whoop, one. Oh, that's not right. That's so. Okay, so let's see. The 10-pointer is 5, 6. It's down to 1. Yeah. Since Stone Cut goes 6 more turns, yeah. That's fine.
They're getting the San Leandro built.
Yep.
Nice.
Like that base move.
Yeah.
Decent size on cargo too for a 1-master.
Yeah. All right.
We're gonna upgrade the shipper if they can.
What?
We're probably gonna look to upgrade their shipyard as soon as possible. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. All right. So the Dutch are gonna go. Oh. So SAT. Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Whoops. Woman's gonna dock and load resources for the first time. And the Muise is going to get her mast up, so she's fully constructed. And then I go back to the French, where Robert de La Salle is going to explore Guadeloupe on the west side, scouting out the island at sea at first, and then it's going to go ashore, western side. So resource roll for Guadeloupe and its luxuries. Nice. And the French are really enjoying the size of this island, so they're heavily considering it as a home island. Let's see what we got.
Guadalupe?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, the Belle's gonna unload her 2 lumber tokens on the island, which aren't worth anything, but at least not yet. So yeah, they want to make that a home island, but they gotta get some spending power. Alright. Jukes moves north, of course, and Terran moves west. And I'm done.
Good, sweet.
5? Yeah, 5 turns left to the next resource change.
Yep. Cumberland is going to be going west. Was going to keep her present course. Whoa. I just a teeny bit there. Alright, crew on the Hound are going to adjust course and go more west. They're definitely spotting an island, but there's still a few turns out or a turn out from it. Down in the south, the San Leandro is now built. One stars is still at St. Lucia, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Nice. I'm pretty sure St. Lucia, maybe I'll look it up, but I think that's where some of Pirates of the Caribbean was filmed.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Anarcha's going to make a quick jog back to Grenadines. Ooh. There we avoid the reef. Take another full cargo head.
Thinking maybe the Grenadines runs out of resources when the next resource change happens.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Or runs out of whatever the heck the viable is. Alright, ability of the Monarcha kicks in. Move S. More or less. Got it. Alright, you're probably going to send the San Leandro north with the Morning Star. And once this next hold of gold comes in, they might go on a structure spending spree.
Yeah.
It'll give them quite a hefty amount.
Yeah.
Get a few basic structures up and going for them. Alright, so they are done there.
Cool. Alright. Go back up to the Dutch. Alright, safety first. Nope. Yeah, I think the Dutch will spend some gold here. They got some coming in. So that's another 25 that Prince Willem.
Alright. Time to go spelunking for customs. Let's see. Let me just double check. Did I make any more massive customs in the Wait, no, oops, that's all kinds of those. Spreadsheet.
Yeah, the Dutch are gonna spend some gold here, definitely. Let's see.
Okay.
Yeah, the Dutch have a lot of gold actually, because they just brought in 25.
Nice.
They're gonna cash in their luxuries for 6 each from the Prince William's original haul. So those skyrocketed in value. So, they have 25, 12, I think they have 50 total. Yeah,
It's a high, I think, for now.
yeah, for a
Yeah,
short
first
bit.
tweet to 50 gold.
Yeah, yeah, 37, 47, 50. Okay. Now I gotta figure out what to spend it on. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna.
You
Yeah, I
can only
think they're
launch
gonna.
one ship at a time.
Yeah, I know.
It's that level 1 shipyard.
Yeah, it's the tough part.
Maybe spend some coin toward getting that boosted up.
Yeah, that's what they're doing actually. Yeah, so they're gonna spend 20 gold to get shipyard to level 2, which comes into effect next turn. So they can still only build one master now, which they'll do as well. I don't know which yet, but put one there. Rotate on bow. Take out the last. Alright, so they'd be at 30 without spending on the ship yet. Oops. Let's see. Oh yeah, we can place the free. Factions with a home island get a free army unit that can't be taken out. So, forgot about that.
Those are 2 factions so far that have definitive homes. Place one for the Spanish.
I think I'm gonna buy the first island upgrade. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get a colony upgrade, or not a colony, but this is weird. Okay, yeah, colony. 10 gold. Okay. Figure this out. So I guess for colonies we could just do a double faction color token. The circles for now, because the army units are actual army units instead of just yeah. Let's see. Alright, so the Prince Willem is going to have the 10 gold needed for the upgrade, and the upgrade itself. She has to bring both of those to the island. Now I'm down to 20 gold before my ship purchase. And then I should probably figure out what ship I'm buying.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's just spend 20 gold for no good reason.
Yeah. I think I'll get the Heemskirk. which is a really cheap one. 4 points. 1 mass, 2 cargo, SS move, 4S gun, no ability. So I know there's definitely some people with this last name though, but I can't remember if I've made them custom crew or not yet. Okay. So that's only 4. So I have 16 gold left. Oh, this is exciting. I like how many options there are. This is fun. I'm thinking about a fortress. I'm thinking about like random army units or like, I don't know, or just saving it. Man, oh, this is gonna get so complicated and intense. It's also gonna be the thing where like the faction turns take so long that playing it live will be
difficult.
Yeah, no kidding, because you just sit there for like an hour while the other person tries to figure out what to do. All right, I'll try to figure something out. I guess I'll just default into saving it for now. So let's make a UT 16 gold. All right, so yeah, 20 for the port upgrade, or the not port, shipyard upgrade, and then I got first colony purchase, and then the little ship for 4, so 34 spent. And then okay, so now I go back to the French, who really like Guadeloupe. And ironically, that was a French island in real life too, so it's another parallel. Gets weird too, because like Guadeloupe has luxuries, that's what it produces, but then, I don't know. I guess I could load them and then like unload them to make it my whole island and like cash them in right away. It's kind of weird. It's kind of gamey. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, there's going to be some subjectivity, but oh well. And of course, we made the rule set so complicated and dense that inevitably we're gonna
get turned around at some point, probably.
Yeah, and we're gonna get it into complications with the rule set in terms of like the pirate code interacting with stuff, and like the rule set should probably have its own FAQ, but we haven't even used it yet. Yeah, because we don't even know what's up with it, like how many problems there
how things are gonna interact and whatnot.
Yeah. So I'm gonna dock at Guadeloupe with the Belle. I'm going to make it my home island by cashing in 1 luxury, but I'm not gonna load more because it just feels weird. Because I could get like 3, get 18 gold right away, but I'm just gonna get 1 and call it a day with that for now, for this turn at least. So the French are gonna take Guadeloupe as a home island, but they're gonna upgrade it next turn or whenever they can.
That island is large enough to where they could easily just launch around that reef and not ever be in danger of running over it.
Yep, and it's kind of like, I try to make it like Guadeloupe looks like. It does have like a weird, kind of a weird shape, honestly. Yeah. And then Jukes is still going north. She'll get to Dominica next turn, and then the Tyrone is closing in on Martinique and can see it at least. Yeah. Alright, so
it's only been like what?
Like 50 turns? Or 30. Alright, I'm done. 4 turns left until the next resource change.
The Cumberland stays your course, as always. More or less a direct western route. Hound levels off. And directly west into St. Martin, where they shall explore and find lumber, which is pretty much worthless right now. But it's good to have variety, because you never know.
Yep.
You never know. The Hound like the preliminary, what they're finding so far. And they're now beginning to seriously consider making this a home island.
Yeah.
But they're going to keep exploring it for a little bit before they go any further. There it is. Now the San Leandro will now begin moving. And starts heading directly north to hopefully meet up with the Morning Star. Monarch docks at home. The immediately should go over the resources gone on by the Monarch.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on my end or what it is, but sometimes you get cut off too, or I can't tell what you're saying and stuff. But
Level 1 structure. Okay. Let's see. How much do I actually have? Oh, for that's gonna be annoying. A little bit. Let's see.
yeah, either this turn or next turn will be my last tonight too. It's getting close to midnight here in the east.
Yeah. Alright, so the Spanish are going to spend some of their 43 gold.
Nice.
They are going to take their shipyard to level 2. Oh, there's a colony structure.
What
So
was
your
it?
Dutch have a colony upgrade for like an island.
Yeah.
There's a colony structure under the structures tab. Want to swap that out
Oh
with
yeah.
another token?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. I'm just worried about lag and
Yeah.
space on
Yeah.
islands.
Yeah.
Maybe once I unload the token, I might try that.
Sure. Anyways, they're
Or else
also
it'll,
going to.
or else it'll look
Spanish are
like
also.
it's like a building getting towed by the Prince William.
Yeah. Spanish are also going to spend 10 gold to get a level 1 tavern.
Nice.
So that amounts to, I think, 30 gold total. Got 12 left. Dabba 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 dabba. Let's see. I don't think there's anything they're going to want to launch right now at 12.
Yeah.
Have left, so that's just those 2.6s. Those 20. Right. Okay, so that's. Whoop, dang it. Forgot to give an extra to the Morning Star. Oh well. Next turn, it'll explore the island and roll for resource. I don't know if the Monarcha moved. Yeah, Monarcha moved.
Okay.
So the San Leandro and the Morning Star moved. San Leandro and Monarcha moved. The Morning Star is still docked at Santa Lucia. And the Spanish have upgraded some stuff right behind the Dutch.
Alright.
Picture.
Dutch turn, right?
Yeah, they're up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this will probably be my last turn tonight, especially with the turns taking longer and whatnot. Let me see what I want. Alright, so the Heemskirk is fully constructed now. She gets her mast up. The Lemon coming back with medicine. And let's see. Yeah, alright, I'll roll for SAT. Got it, nice.
Nice.
Whoops. Yeah, that has come in really handy though, the SAT.
Yeah.
Alright. The Dutch are done. Actually, maybe not.
Since it finished constructed, wouldn't they be able to launch another ship? Another ship?
I would say, in most cases, I would say no, but now that they do have a level 2 shipyard, so I think in this case they now have another slip or whatever. They can construct a second one. Yeah. Yeah, they upgraded to level 2 last turn.
Oh, did you just double up the token thing?
Yeah, it's the 2 coin above their home island
okay,
there.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just putting the ship where the shipyard, like, theoretically is on the island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess we don't have to do that, but well, that was part of something from a long time ago that I thought of for the world game, but there's just not nearly enough space, and then I didn't really create like full shipyards. I have something physical that would work really well. I think I posted a picture of it, but anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would
I
say normally the ship was under construction this turn, so she's still there. So if it was a level 1 shipyard, I wouldn't be able to start construction yet until that ship like sails away, because she's still like being launched now, sort of. But since it's a level 2 shipyard, now I have another spot open because I upgraded last turn, so now I can actually use the level 2 shipyard. So I'll build a ship. Alright, I already see one I like, the Gallios. So I'll take that one. And I think we should probably finish on the French this session.
Yeah.
Because then we could pick up at the beginning of a round next time.
Yeah, with the English.
Yeah. I think we both had good starts, though.
Yeah, for some of our factions.
Yeah.
The Dutch and the Spanish seem to be off on a good start for right now.
Yeah.
The French and the English, not as much, but they're getting there.
Yeah. Yeah, the Gallius, 2 master, no ability, 4 cargo, SL speed. She comes into play. And I'm going to put Helmsman aboard with the level 1 tavern. And that is, I should say 16 gold. So of the 16 gold I have left, that's 9. That have 7. Okay, let's put a 7. Alright. Well, no lag yet, so that's nice. It's always a good thing. The first regular, I guess this is the first crew hire of the game from a tavern.
Yeah.
Got the Gallios, the Helmsman. Oh, actually, this is where it gets weird. Technically, crew aren't supposed to be able to board the ship until the ship is already like fully launched and sailing out, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of silly. I'm just gonna put it on the deck plate because it's just gonna go there anyway.
Yeah.
And then the bigger issue for me is that the home island's already crowded, so to start dumping generic crew that get used later that aren't picked up yet is just kind of awkward. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And it's tough to time it too. Like oh, like 4 turns from now, I'm gonna buy crew for, you know, a 4-masted ship or whatever. Like, it's kind of
Yeah.
all
So
right.
let's see, Division Prevention. Let's see, 5 turns from now, what am I gonna put on that?
Yeah. Put a car on it.
Yeah.
Tiny car. All right. So the French are taking the final turn of the night here, first session of the Caribbean game.
No.
Yeah, LaBelle is gonna circle Guadalupe, and she might try to pick up some textiles from Marie Gallant while the island's still producing them. And then the Jukes finally gets to Dominica, so she's gonna unload lumber. In terms of resources on islands, I guess we can put the resource that the island actually produces like right next to the explored tokens, and then anything else that gets unloaded just gets like randomly tossed away from that, I guess, for now at least.
Yeah.
A lot of islands are going to be pretty crowded, I think, but that's alright. It's just how it's going to go.
Yeah, well, Homons in particular are going to get crowded really quick.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Spanish and Dutch are already having space issues a little bit.
Yeah, especially with, like, the one infantry guy who's there.
Yeah.
They take up a lot of space.
I know, yeah, we don't... Yeah, we
they
could
do,
always
but
take
don't.
them off.
It's very easy to select them by accident.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have that problem with the military port for the American CG3, but... Alright, so the turn moves, so the French are basically done. So they've essentially settled on Guadalupe as a home island, but still gotta make it official with an upgrade. So, but yeah, that's basically it. So, I don't know how many turns this was, but I'll try to figure it out eventually. Alright, so I'm gonna save right now. Make sure, save as, make sure it's the right file, Caribbean. Yep. Okay. Alright. Nice. Alright, save. Alright, so for anybody still watching, this was the first session of the Caribbean game. It's going to go on for years or decades. It's going to be epic. And you can play in the game too. Like we said, hit us up in the thread or private message or email us, whatever, and we'll try to fit you in. So thanks for watching, and we'll definitely